Today on What's That Pen, we are talking about metallic pens. And we're not just talking about one, we are talking about a whole bunch of metallic pens. One of my followers, Taylor and Carolina, asked, what's the best metallic pen? And I thought, that's perfect. Let's do an experiment. So today on What's That Pen, we are looking at metallic pens. Now there are a few things that make a metallic pen great. The first one being that it actually looks metallic. So ones that don't look metallic, those are just going to be thrown away right away. But then there are other things that you want to pay attention to. For instance, what is the base color of the pen? Often pens that have different colors can end up looking silver because that metallic silver base sometimes overpowers the color pigments that have been added to make it look like a colored metallic. And then there's also the opacity. How well does it cover on black paper? So those are three of the things we're going to be looking at today. Does it look metallic? Does it keep its color? And what is its opacity like? The ones that pass those three tests, then we will look at what you would use those for, issues that might arise, like for instance, using an oil-based pen on paper. Sometimes you see a bit of oil leakage around the edge of your work. And then we will decide some pens that are hands down winners for metallic pens. Because there are so many metallic pens that you could potentially choose from, we're going to split this into three different groups. We have bullet tip pens, which don't need to be shaken or stirred. And then we have bullet tip pens, which are ones that need to be shaken and compressed to mix all of the different components in the ink together. And then we have our metallic brush pens. So let's look at those separately while we still look for those three components. First, how metallic they actually look. Secondly, how well they hold the color that they're supposed to be. And third, how opaque and how well do they cover on that page. Those three things for three different types of pens. Let's dive in. First, let's look at the bullet tip pens. For our bullet tip markers, first we're going to look at the ones that do not require shaking. So that means that they don't have the separate paint elements within the barrel that need to be mixed together. That means these ones. First, let's start off with our Jelly Roll markers. Now, Jelly Roll has a whole bunch of different lines of markers. There are their Moonlight pens, and those ones are designed to be used on colored paper and black paper and also white paper. And then there's their Soufflé series, which takes a while for the color to show up. And then these metallic ones are the Jelly Roll Metallic series. So I have the copper, gold, and silver. So the Jelly Roll pens do definitely have that metallic look to them. They actually have tiny little flecks of glitter, and that's what they suggest with the caps here, that there are little flecks of glitter inside to further enhance that metallic look. Now for maintaining their color, the silver pops off the page the most. The gold seems to have a little bit of difficulty with its opacity, but there's also a difference between the copper and the gold that keeps them unique to their own color. And the gold still looks gold, the copper still looks copper, and the silver looks silver. And I would say that the Jelly Roll Silver is one that I would definitely be using from this collection just because it is a really, really nice silver color. Let's look next at the Stabilo Metallic series. This is part of the Pen 68 series, which is quite an extensive colored pen collection, and they have released, just last summer I believe it was, the Pen 68 Metallic series. And so this comes with a silver, gold, copper, very similar to these colors, and then also a metallic blue and a metallic green. So let's test out those three components again. How metallic it is, how well it holds its color, and the opacity. And I am going to tell you, I've used these pens before. My kids actually have their own set of these pens because they love being able to color with metallic. So that might give you a hint as to the color and pen quality of these. So the metallic quality of these pens is very, very high. They look like the color that they are intending to be. And one thing that I really like about these pens is that the opacity is super high. They cover that black paper really well. I've done a few projects with these on black paper, gray paper, and white paper. And one thing that's nice about all of that is that the colors look the same over all of those types of paper. One thing you might notice is that as the green and blue dries, and this is what I was talking about, there's always a silver base to that color. So the silver comes out a little bit more. However, there is still a green tinge to the green one and a blue tinge to the blue one, but it does lighten a bit as it dries. That's one thing always to keep in mind with all of your colored metallic pens. Let's look next at this Infinity Permanent pen. And this is a silver fine metallic pen. It has a larger size bullet tip, and I only have the silver, but I still wanted to show it to you. So here's where we start to run into a few issues with a metallic pen. Sure, it's got a silver-ish sort of color to it, but it doesn't actually look metallic in some of the ways that these ones did. A metallic pen should look like it's sort of sitting on the surface of the paper rather than getting soaked into the paper. This one has those areas where it's getting soaked in and loses its opacity. Sure, you could potentially go over and do a second coat, but if your muscle memory is not absolutely perfect, if you don't hit it right in the same place, you're going to end up with thicker areas and thinner areas of your lettering, and we want to be able to just do it in one shot. Then there are the dollar store metallic markers, and I don't think I've even tried this one, so this is a big test. I only have gold because I think that that was the only one available at the dollar store I went to, and that's one thing about dollar store pens is they're hit or miss. You never know what you're going to get at a different dollar store. So this one's by a company called Forever in Time, and it does have that look of being metallic where it's sitting on top of the paper. It has pretty good coverage and also maintains its gold relatively well. The thing about this sort of thing, like I said, is you never know what you're going to get at your local dollar store, and also there can be quite a variety in the quality of the pens. So you're kind of taking a bit of a shot in the dark with that one. Let's look now at the Crayola metallic markers. These ones have quite a variety of colors, and let's take a look at how well they show up on the black paper. Now the Crayola pens, I don't think they were super expensive, and they have quite a variety of colors. Again, some of the colors look more metallic than others, but they do look like they're sitting on top of the page. Some of them have slightly lost their color, which was a shame because you could really see the green and the blue and the purple as they were being written, but then as it dries, it loses a bit of the actual color itself. So for those, I would say that the Stabilo is slightly stronger toward the color, but I like the addition of the pink metallic, and I think that that one has maintained its color rather nicely. It's also kind of nice to have the black. However, I would say that for me, that's closer to what I would expect for a silver, and the silver looks quite white. However, if you're looking for a pen that looks white and shows up really nicely on black, that is a good option for you. One other thing that you'll notice with all of these pens is they all have slightly different nib sizes, so of course some will work better for you than others in certain capacities. I would say you just want to look for those three things, where you are finding a pen that still looks metallic, where you're looking for one that keeps that color and has really, really nice opacity. Because of that, I would say if you're looking for a super fine pen, your Jelly Roll is a good option, especially the silver. If you're looking for something a little bit thicker, but that you still have quite a bit of precise control over, the Stabilo pen is a great option. The Infinity is one I would steer away from just because it's losing that opacity and metallic quality. That gold, the dollar store find, is a relatively good gold, a strong contender, but there were limited colors, and I think the gold was the only one I could find. And then the Crayola set definitely is a fun one with a slightly thicker tip, so you don't have nearly as much control, but it would be really good if you're trying to fill an entire page with maybe 1 or 2 words of lettering or a picture. Well, the colored ones don't stay quite as colored as you would like. There are still quite a variety of pens that would be good options. Let's clean those up, and next we are going to look at the pens that need to be shaken.